The 2021 F1 Championship came to a controversial end, and even though Max Verstappen won the final race, which was enough to win the championship, there was an air of uncertainty as Mercedes lodged 2 protests. Both these protests would be rejected by the FIA, after which Mercedes had the option of appealing, but they chose not to. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff has now delved into some details about why while speaking to the Bild. I'm your host, Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, was Lewis Hamilton consulted in Mercedes' call not to appeal FIA decision? Wolff began by providing some analogues for the final race. It is definitely on a par with The Hand of God by Diego Maradona or the Wembley goal from 1966. An inconsistent decision by the race director took the title away from Lewis. He then gave his reasoning for their decision not to appeal. Because the FIA would have been a defendant and a judge at the same time. This gives a feeling of powerlessness, just like on Sunday in the last lap. He added how he agrees with Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko that they need simpler rules. For once, we are totally in agreement. The rulebook needs to be watertight so that something like this doesn't happen again, and the right people have to be responsible. He then gave his opinion about FIA race director Michael Masi. I don't want to put it all on a single person, but I'm currently not interested in a conversation with him. He signed off by revealing if Lewis Hamilton was involved in the decision-making process. Each step was a joint decision. We decided together that we would protest and wanted to thoroughly consider a possible appeal. We decided together not to do so. Even if we would have won, we didn't want to win a title in a court. Fast feed. Haas driver Mick Schumacher has a great respect for what his father Michael Schumacher has achieved. He had to work hard for his wins and championships. He was given nothing. That impresses me. I prefer to try to go my own way, but I do look for comparisons with my papa. I am told we are very similar. McLaren's Lando Norris is of the opinion that everyone is going to have to adapt to the 2022 car because it's so different. No one's driving style today is probably going to be one that you can just jump into next year and do exactly the same. It will have to change a little bit. I don't know if I'll be really good with it or I'll struggle with it a little bit. I think it's going to be the same case for everyone. Ferrari team principal Mattia Binotto doesn't think that Charles Leclerc was lucky as a driver. It's always difficult to say where he could have ended up. But without those unfortunate incidents, he would have taken at least 40 points more. Then he would have finished much higher in the championship. That's why I can't be anything but positive about his season. He was very fast in qualifying. Even at the end of the year when Carlos challenged him a bit more, he was still very fast. Ferrari's Carlos Sainz, meanwhile, feels that without any doubt Leclerc is one of the greats. He is a specialist in many things and works much harder than people think. He has the complete package of speed, hard work and consistency. I doubt there are any drivers driving Formula 1 who are much faster than him. I focused on myself, I understood the car, I adapted and got it to my liking, he added, explaining why he was still able to be so fast in his debut year at Ferrari. Retired F1 driver Mark Webber stated that we all know there's no one questioning that Oscar Piastri deserves to go up to Formula 1 in 2022. It's just the way the market rolled out. There just weren't many seats available. The rotation just wasn't there. At the latest, it has to happen in 2023. I think we're all aware of that. So yeah, 23 is the latest, but there could be opportunities of course before that, which you never know. Will Oscar Piastri be able to find a full-time seat in Formula 1 by 2023? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.